All right. It's your favorite political innovator, David Washington, here for another broadcast of the David Washington Show, TDWS. Okay, from the title, we're talking about Democrats who are no longer Democrats. And I want to preface this by saying that not too long ago in late 2024, I stopped being a registered Democrat and registered as a non-party affiliate. And there's various reasons that I personally have for re-registering as a non-party affiliate. One big reason is that as a Democrat, I believe that the party was not speaking to the needs of the community, the whole community. And that was particularly clear during the presidential election. And I've talked about that in other podcasts, and I'll talk about it some more. However, I just want to make that clear. Um, More so, though, we see that many more people are thinking the same thing. And let me say we. I'll speak in my own personal experience. Shortly after I left the Democratic Party, I started talking to people who are family, friends, people who are complete strangers to me, about the 2024 elections, about the Republicans and the Democrats, and many other people were saying, you know something, this party or that party was not answering the issues that meant the most to their family, to their community, more importantly, their kitchen table issues. And so they too left the party. Um, Most of the people I talked to were older. So I would say middle age. I would say possibly in the mid to late 30s into their 80s. And they cut across, many socioeconomic, ethnic backgrounds. So it was a good number of people. I would say it was about since, oh boy, the election, I would say it's been about maybe 20 people. So it's a very small sampling of individuals, very small sample pool. However, in what I do, in listening to people and watching how they move, this is magnified for me because these individuals, some of them know me, some of them do not, were comfortable in telling me why they left being a Democrat, and then maybe one instance why one individual left being a Republican and going to the non-party affiliate levels, or non-party affiliate demographic. And so in these conversations, particularly with the Democrats, we're talking about long-term, die-in-the-wool Democrats. As I like to say, I'm a Chicago Democrat because in Chicago, it's hardball. It's a blood sport. Politics is a blood sport for those individuals from New York, New Jersey, Chicago. You know what I mean. And so, talking to some people who have been hardcore Democrats, they see that the party is no longer the party that they remember it to be back in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. And that the party has moved away from a complete community, okay, a complete community versus a collection of communities, cliques, demographics, if that makes sense. And what was told to me by the vast majority of the individuals that I spoke to was that they see more and more of us Americans moving away from the United States of America. And what I mean by the United States of America, united communities, united under one flag, united under one goal to make America the strongest community, the strongest nation on the planet. And they want to get back to that. And I get that. And even more importantly, these individuals are looking for that tribe, looking for that community, looking for other like-minded individuals that believe, you know something? Whether it's the D behind your name, the R behind your name, or whatever, we need to get back to the individual. The individuals who are running to represent us in our elected offices, and back to the individual who's actually voting, hiring these elected individuals to represent us. In essence, get back to talking about what matters as Americans, whether it is high market prices at the grocery store, the foreign policy to protect American interests across the globe, a strong defense, efficiency in government, how America together is facing the revolution of American generative intelligence. How do we incorporate cryptocurrency in our overall fiduciary economy? How are we going to stay safe from the things and people that want to harm us? Keep our schools safe, well-funded, become the best educated on this planet. We got a lot of catching up to do with China. And let there be no doubt, our common goal is to be the best that America can offer. China is pushing the envelope on a number of things, whether it's EV or electronic vehicles, hybrid vehicles, artificial intelligence, its military, its influence across the globe. China is our strongest competitor in this modern day. The question is, as Americans, can we look beyond the D and the R and look at one another and start having conversations with one another to elect the best people with the best ideas to represent our communities? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And there's a lot of work ahead. Right now, whether you're with the Trump administration or not with the Trump administration, America has significant challenges ahead. And we need to look to our elected officials who come from our families, our communities, and hold them accountable to look beyond the narrow scope of their own agendas and look at how we as Americans can be better competitors, better educated, better families, better individuals. That's all I'm saying, folks. And here at Jay in Washington, we are trying our best to be the political innovators who are ready to take on these political challenges because the innovation is coming. Business as usual in the political space, it's gone. It's over. And President Trump, during his first campaign for office and his most recent campaign for office, has changed the political landscape. It's up to voters, really good, solid candidates, incredible strategies and innovations that will make our political systems better, more responsive, more transparent, and accountable. But it begins with you, the voter. It begins with your civic engagement. And we're going to be there right there with you. That is the goal of Jay in Washington. So I'm David Washington. Thank you again for being on this platform and listening to what we have to say. We've got a lot of things going on. We're doing those assessments of newcomers, and I put that in air quotes, newly filed candidates as of Valentine's Day 2025. As of Valentine's Day 2025, we will be broadcasting our assessment based on those variables that we look at when we vet a candidate for elected office. And the next one is former Representative Tom Keene. You are next, and we will be broadcasting your assessment shortly. So again, thank you for sharing this with us. We really appreciate it. Please let your family, your friends, those influencers in the community that you know who think that would appreciate our content and share it with their network. And don't forget those candidates and elected officials who also can benefit from our content. Check out our other properties. We've got, of course, the David Washington Show. All right. We have Ground Zero Florida. That is our flagship podcast, formerly known as You Can't Make This Shit Up. It is now Ground Zero Florida because things are growing and our reach is growing. And we want to let people know that whatever's happening in the world of politics, Florida is ground zero. So please check out Ground Zero Florida. And then, of course, we have From the Margins with James Lafont and yours truly. And that's an analysis of local and statewide politics from a legacy Democrat's point of view, Jimmy Lafont. So look forward to that. And then we have Gateway Advantage. I implore you, start tuning into that because there are some great things that with our partnership with Ted Bogert of The Ted Show, very famous here in Central Florida, probably all of Florida. You need to check it out because there are some incredible things happening over there. We just started, I think we're like 4 podcasts into that, and just check it out. That's Gateway Advantage with Ted Bogert and yours truly, David Washington. And then, of course, my personal political journal on how to have magnificent campaign management, campaigns, strategies, all that stuff. Countertop Politics every Monday, 5 minutes or thereof of campaign insight, political innuendo, and the secret sauce to winning campaigns. So I'm David Washington. Thank you again. And we are out. Love you. And